macros with Crockpot. And I'm actually going to do this at night. Usually I do this in the morning when I wake up, but I'm going to do it at night because I have to leave early tomorrow, so I want my food to cook overnight. Anyway, let's start. First thing, get a food scale. Very basic, Amazon Basics food scale. And at first, even I was apprehensive about getting a food scale because I didn't want to be one of those people. But it's like, do we want the results or not? And it's better to weigh things and just enter it in than try to estimate servings. So just, this is like $10 on Amazon. Amazon Basics food scale, get one, and then we're not guessing servings, we're just entering in the grams. Okay. That on there, turn it on. And now what I'm going to do to make things easier is just throw the entire Crockpot bowl on the thing, on the scale, and zero it out. So now it is zeroed, so I can enter in everything else. So I always start with my chicken thighs. I get this brand, but whatever. And I do recommend getting chicken thighs because when people try to like eat healthy and count their macros, they always do chicken breasts. Chicken breasts have no fat on them, and they're very dry. And we're not having no fat. We're having some fat, just lower fat. So chicken thighs, I think, are tastier. They cook better. Again, for the whole day, we're shooting for like 50, 60 grams of fat. So it's okay to have chicken thighs with 4 grams of fat in a serving. No big deal. Okay. This is raw chicken, so I'm not going to touch it. This is zeroed out, so get a piece, pretty hearty guy there. Okay, 272 grams in that piece. So let's start there. I might add more depending on how things go, but now I'm going to go to my fitness app. My phone only bugs out when I'm trying to film. When I don't film, it works great. Tomorrow. Okay, so this is my app. I use Chronometer. So tomorrow is June 4th. So we're going to do one of these. What? Okay, don't do that. I can't do both. This is all right. This is going great. Okay, so I'm gonna enter in, add food. Actually, let's go back. Let's do the plus. We're going to go to scan food. Ba-boom. Okay. Now I'm taking the barcode from this bag of chicken, and I'm just gonna scan it. It already showed up. And it's a serving that's entered. So I'm going to enter in the grams, 272 grams. Because down here you can change it from a serving to grams, and we're weighing it, so grams makes it easy. Okay, so and it shows you the nutrition for that one piece of chicken thigh. Add the diary. Bam, done. Step 1 done. Okay, now I'm going to zero this out again. Okay. And we're going to add our rice. I go back and forth between white and brown rice. I do notice a bit of a taste difference, but I know there's a whole thing. Like, I grew up remembering that, like, white rice is unhealthy, brown rice is healthy. And the macros, the protein, fat, and carbs look identical to me on most of them, or very close. So maybe there's a whole debate and someone will yell at me like, oh no, you can never eat white rice because, but it looks the same to me. I go back and forth. So white rice, this is zeroed out, so it's just going to measure the grams. So I'm going to pour in, I don't know, probably about 1.5 cups, which usually ends up being around 115 grams, 120 grams, 127 grams. Okay. Nuts. I only dropped 1 gram of rice, 1 grain of rice, but still, I'd love to do this one day without making a mess in my own place. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Okay, so 127 grams of rice. I already have this rice entered in for today, so I'm just going to scroll to the rice here, extra long, okay? And now I'm going to enter in the grams. 127. Okay, 127 grams. Add the diary. Okay, so this is like the baseline of what I eat, and we're already at 7. That's pretty low cal, but almost 800 calories, medium protein, low fat, and medium carbs. But that's the baseline. Okay. And now we're gonna add some water. I used to use bone broth, but to be honest, I make this Crockpot meal just about every day, or something like this, and I just don't want to go out to the store that often to buy bone broth. Like the frozen chicken will keep because it's in the freezer. The vegetables, which I'm going to show you in a second, keep because they're in the freezer, and the rice stays forever. I was going through too much bone broth, and to be honest, I don't notice a huge difference in the taste since I flavor it with hot sauce and everything else anyway. Okay, so bone broth if you got it, but I don't got it. So about 2 cups of water. I probably should have filled this before I started filming. But whatever, here we go. I'm not doing it again. And then because I'm going to cook this overnight for a very long time, probably like 8 hours on low, only because this is the one night where I need it ready in the morning. Usually I cook it, I make it like, early morning so that it's ready in the afternoon for lunch, and I only do, for 4 hours, 5 hours. More like 4. But tonight it's going to be about 8 hours. So I'm going to add more water than usual so that it doesn't, burn or anything. It's also a really nice smell to wake up to in the morning, which is awesome. And on that note, I also typically, if I'm gonna be home, I will add in my vegetables about halfway through the cook, because that's raw chicken and rice, and I want that to cook on its own. And the vegetables basically we're just gonna heat up, but I don't always have time for that, so you can enter it in or throw it all in at once. It makes the vegetables kind of mushy, but that's okay when you got to do it. And these are my guys. I love Pick Sweet Farms. It's a bag of halved Brussels sprouts, butternut squash, and onions. Lately, though, it's been a lot of Brussels sprouts. I don't know what's going on with the butternut squash, but I prefer the butternut squash to the Brussels sprouts. I don't know if it's out of season or there's an embargo or what's going on, but must be cooked thoroughly. That's the first time I've ever noticed that. Well, I'm still alive. Anyway, so this is, and I don't go too crazy with tracking vegetables, but again, there's a scanner right there. I already have this entered in, but I'll do it again just for fun. So we go to a chronometer, and again, I use this app because the scan option is free. On MyFitnessPal, it is not. That's why I use this one. So go ahead and plus. Okay, scan. Find that barcode. Scan. And I've weighed these before. I know that a whole bag is like 4-point servings, which is 525 grams. That's why it's 525 grams up there. And I don't care that much. It's pretty much there. Sometimes it's 520, sometimes it's 527. Let's not go insane. 525 is fine. So add it to the diary because I'm going to throw the whole bag in there. Okay. So that's the baseline of what I'm going to eat tomorrow. We're already at 1,000 calories, so about halfway there. About 70 grams of protein, medium carbs, and low fat. I don't know if this is focusing. But that's what I eat. And I'm going to cook this tonight all at once. So that means we're going to have slightly more cooked and some may say soggy vegetables than I otherwise would like. But I do not have the time to, I'm not going to wake up in the middle of the night and add vegetables or do it in the morning. So there is basically what I eat in a day. And then tomorrow I will add, lately I like a lot of bread. So, I'll add this. The reduced price label covered the barcode. So just trust me that the scanner works. I've already entered this in before. And this is 7-grain bread, whatever it is. And I'll probably have, this is not crazy. I'll probably have 4 pieces tomorrow, 5 pieces, maybe even 6 or 7. I know it sounds insane, but it's just about fitting macros, right? And I think dipping bread in the chicken and rice and vegetables is really, really good. So that's what I do. So that is Western Hearth. And let's say I'll have 5 pieces of bread throughout the day. Not all at once, but throughout the day. Add the diary. Okay, so you can see how I kind of keep track of this. So that's the full meal, the baseline, and then bread, and then maybe some snacks throughout the day and stuff. But we're getting to about 1,700 calories. So I want to climb to about 2,300. I want to get my protein to 130. Lately, it's been harder to get my protein to where I need it to be than normal. So I did get some protein powder, which I don't always use because I was finding it pretty easy to get to the protein I needed, but for whatever reason. Anyway, so let's enter this in together. So this is what? Premier protein, 30 grams per serving. But instead of going by the serving, watch how easy this is. This is brand new, just delivered from Amazon because I didn't feel like going to the grocery store. Okay, new food, scan button, pulls up the camera, scan that barcode. Okay, there's two options that come up. It's usually the first one. And we just go over it and make sure it's the same. 150 calories, yeah, 2 grams of fat, 3 grams of carbs. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, let's try the second one then. Here we go. Okay, so this time it's the second one. You never know. 150 calories. Okay, 2 grams of fat. Sorry, my computer keeps turning off. 2 grams of fat. Yep. 30 grams of protein. Yep. 3 grams of carbs. Yep. Okay, so that's the one. So I'm going to add that to the diary. Boom. Okay, so as you can see, with that and the baseline of the chicken and vegetables and rice and all that, and then some bread for snacks, now we're at 1866. Good number. Rough year, though, for the country. It's right after the Civil War. Forgive me, I'm a fucking nerd. Okay, 1866, 117 grams protein, 300 grams of carbs, and 16 grams of fat. So we're getting there, and I'll probably add some more stuff depending on if I can squeeze in like a weightlifting workout tomorrow, or if I'm just going to run or do some jumping jacks at home like I did in my other videos. But okay, that's basically what I eat. And I flavor this with different seasonings. You know, I mean, I'm not repping these seasonings, but just seasonings, hot sauce, honey mustard, any kind of dressing that's low cal. But keep an eye out for dressing, because even there's a good example. Okay, even like Dijon mustard or something, right? You look at the back and it's 5 calories, but there's 68 servings. Alexa, what is 5 times 68?
5 times 68 is 340.
Okay, well, that's not terrible. Not that you'd use the whole bottle, but you want to be a little careful with that stuff, because certainly like the tastier dressings, like Italian dressing or any other way you want to dress up your food, like the chicken, rice, and vegetables, kind of, let's call that like the baseline. If you want to add different kinds of salad dressings, some of them are like 150 calories per serving, and a serving is a lot less than you'd think. It's like a dollop. So if you use half a bottle, you might have accidentally added like 600 calories to your day, and it's all fat. So be careful. But anyway, I meant to make this video shorter, but it is what it is. But you can see how easy that is. Now, without talking to a camera and turning your computer on and off and all this, that would take 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes. And I'm going to throw it on the crock pot in a little bit and have it cook overnight. If you make this in the morning and go to work, or make it at night so you can have it throughout the day. But really what I make takes about maybe 4 hours to be ready. So that's pretty much it. Everyone who asked, Alex, that's it. That's the baseline. And then, add other stuff throughout the day, but scan it. Make sure it kind of fits in the ballpark of what you're shooting for. And then don't do that every single day. Go live your life. I was at a sandwich making competition yesterday. All my days are running together. Yesterday, for someone's birthday. And they had a pizza oven, and we were eating delicious sandwiches and eating pizza and by the pool, not counting macros, not doing none of that, just enjoying your life. But that's Sunday. Monday through Friday, I'm going to pretty much do this here and there, but at least have this be the baseline. And that's how you get ahead. That's how I mostly do it. And then on days when you go out for dinner with friends or whatever it is, it's not that big of a deal, because I'm doing this 85% of the time, 90% of the time. That's it, everyone. I hope this is valuable. I wish the video was shorter, but talk. That's me. But you guys, without talking, could do that in 5 minutes. That's it. Easy peasy. Thanks for watching.